It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just off the Capitol Beltway, due east from the monuments of Washington, D.C., we are counting down the kickoff here just outside our nation's capital. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard, the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. Let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42. They'll stay on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now, this time, they'll look to throw. And they have the first down. So, they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now, they'll set up 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Pre-snap, the quarterback loved that man matchup on his tight end, and a crossing route is a great man coverage beater. He's able to run away from the coverage, run to the far side of the field to a bunch of open grass. Ball's on target. Nice pickup.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation play out across that defensive tackle position. I mean, years ago, Mike, they were the big run stuffers. They were big bodies in there just trying to slow down the interior run game. Now, these guys are not only big, but they're real athletes. Their job is to not only push the pocket, but win one-on-one and get sacks like that. I don't think we give them enough credit for how good they are as pass rushers from the interior. Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
And this ball be down on the other side of midfield. The Jaguars offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 40. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. He'll drop the throw. On left side, the catch is made. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
So after one, it's the Jaguars on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the first down.
Going up top. And he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And, Mike, as the rest of this game unfolds and they have success with their play-action passing game, expect the balance of their run game to continue to pick up as well. When you can make a defense defend the same look, run and pass, that is a handful, and it tends to lead to these big, explosive chunk plays.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On second down, they run the counter. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here comes third and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
No issues there. This one is good. And the
Personal
Jaguars
foul.
will
Roughing the
extend
kicker.
to a
Defense.
10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off
Automatic
the board,
first down.
keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Whoa! Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to get this down to the 8, but that is it. Defense holds him there, and they force 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
First and 10 now from the 36. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. They'll look to throw again. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. Back to the air one more time. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. This about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Jaguars going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. The final, 23-14. Are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Put a bit of mid-gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup at 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll turn and hand this one off. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws. And when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job of holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushback. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. He keeps it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Here's a 2nd and 9. Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point, up and good. The Commanders are able to come into the lead. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
Quick throw here is complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag
Personal foul.
in the
Roughing
backfield
the passer.
that might
Defense.
give him 15 more yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down. From the 50. He'll set him to throw. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kick is good. Next to score, Jaguars 24, Commanders 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to get back at it. To try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll stick to the ground. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He gets this complete to his rookie 4th-round pick. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again?
And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll send him over to the left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive on yards after the catch.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now a handoff, running right. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a strict play, running right, and he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Jacksonville.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.